You're listening to the Cool CLE Show.
I'm Jay, host of the Cool CLE Show, brought to you by CoolCleveland.com, putting you in touch with cool events, people, news, and neighborhoods in the Cleveland region. This week, we're talking to Amy Rosenbluth, Executive Director of Lake Erie Ink, a not-for-profit with a mission to provide creative expression opportunities and academic support to the youth in Greater Cleveland. It's widely known that reading helps children develop writing and vocal skills, but creative writing has shown to help develop cognitive growth, organizational skills, and other soft skills like persuading others, communication, problem solving, and emotional intelligence. Organizations like Lake Erie Ink also facilitate added academic benefits, as a national study by Stanford University showed that children involved in a non-school, arts-based community program are 4 times more likely to be on the honor roll, 4 times more likely to participate in STEM activities, and much more likely to score higher on college admission tests. Lake Erie Ink puts on various events like writing workshops and open mics for the participating children and teenagers, like the Teen Open Mic happening on April 26th at Coventry Peace Park. We'll hear more about Lake Erie Ink, its work in the community, and events coming up in the next couple of months. But first, here are some more events that I think should be on your calendar. The 6th annual Greater Cleveland Cleanup will be a 2-day event happening on April 27th and April 28th in an attempt to pick up all the litter from Cuyahoga County. April 27th at the Happy Dog, there's a great lineup of local entertainment: Uno Lady, Peace Stoops and Young Teaser, and Sister Smirk. There's a traditional Irish music session happening at PJ McIntyre's Irish Pub on April 28th, starting at 4 p.m. Cleveland's best comedians and Cleveland's best chefs are teaming up to give you a culinary comedy experience like no other on April 29th. You can enjoy 6 courses created by the Greenhouse Tavern to correspond with 6 comedians while you laugh those Monday blues away. There's still time to check out A Taste of Judaism this month on April 29th on the west side and May 1st and 8th on the east side. This engaging class on Jewish spirituality, ethics, and community is designed for the curious beginner. Everyone is welcome, and for more info and tickets, you can phone 216-371-0446. And this duo will be supporting Kiss the Tiger, a Minneapolis-based rock and roll band, at the Coda on May 2nd. It's Shy Moon with a track called The Hunters.
Myself on a silver day, watch the waves that you ride when you're out to play, and I'll stop my path, words you say, stop, can't believe in these shades of grey. On my ride into town, arm behind my seat, lights glowing orange, shadows on the street. I'm your girl, hold my hand, tell me something sweet. Dark in the night, it's a dry, hot heat. The hunters have been getting near. Tell me all your secret fears. Whisper them into my ears. He's pulling the final pieces off the ground. It's compassionate to say that things will turn around. Is it hide and seek, lost and found? Russian roulette, has the sun gone down? Have you fed enough? Will you make me cry? Call me out when I tell a lie. I'm awake, I think I'm going back out to my car. Will you drag me back if I get too far? The hunters have been getting near. Tell me all your secret fears. Whisper them into my ears.
We're now joined by Amy Rosenbluth, Executive Director of what I'm finding out is a fantastic organization in our local community called Lake Erie Ink. They're a not-for-profit with a mission to provide creative expression opportunities and academic support for our youth in the greater Cleveland community. Thank you so much, Amy, for joining us and telling us about your organization.
Thanks, Jay. I'm really excited to talk about it. Thanks for asking.
Now, when I first saw Lake Erie Ink, I thought, oh, is that a tattoo place? What is it? And so upon digging, I thought, wow, this is a really great organization. Can you tell us a little bit about what is Lake Erie Ink, how it got started?
Sure. And I'm glad that you like the name because we actually spent a lot of time thinking about a name that would be engaging for teens. Something that had a little bit of mystery to it. So Lake Erie Ink is a creative writing space for youth. And I'm co-founder along with Cynthia Larson. And both of us are writing teachers. We're both English teachers. And we've both worked with youth in classrooms for a long time. And about 10 or 12 years ago, 826 Valencia was starting up. It was a Dave Eggers project that was bringing youth, bringing creative writing and youth together in a safe and open community space. And we both were really intrigued by that idea. And both of us are also community builders and youth advocates. And so the opportunity presented itself for us to kind of create a proposal, actually, to fund a pilot project that would do just that. And so we had been running programs in the local libraries for kids after school and in the evenings, mostly just like teen drop-in writing groups. And the teens would show up. And they would come in and they would do poetry and short fiction and plays. And they were coming from all different places. It wasn't just one group or one school. Both of us were also running creative writing programs in schools as well. But so we came up with this idea of what if we had our own space? And what if we were able to bring together kids from many different places to share and to learn from one another in a creative way, loosely based on this model of 826 Valencia. And that's how Lake Erie Ink was born. We started in June of 2011, and we opened up with 6 weeks of writing camp held at the Cleveland Heights Library. And then we moved into the old Coventry School building in September. And we opened up with an after-school program and a lot of teen programs. And we've just been growing and working and writing ever since.
So what effect does creative writing have on young minds?
Wow. There's a lot of different ways to answer that. I would say a lot of the reason why we did it was to give youth an outlet for thoughts and feelings and experiences that they weren't able to articulate in other ways for different reasons. Pressure in school, not enough time, the world kind of, having some pretty hard things going on around them. And, when you give kids that space and a piece of paper and say, well, let's think about how we might do a poem around that, or maybe we can share a short story. It kind of opens up an opportunity for them to release that. So I would say it's a way for kids to express something and get it out of their system. It's also a way for them to gain confidence in their ability to communicate who they are to the world. And it's also a way to build community. So you're linking kids to the rest of their world, to their peers and to others who listen to them or read what they have to say.
And the children are not your only beneficiary. I see that you also provide some professional development opportunities for teachers as
Correct.
well. What sort of things are you offering for the teachers in the area?
So both Cynthia and I were trained in a method. It was called the Bay Area Writers Project. That meant if you were teaching writing, you need to be an active writer. And so we really bring that principle in. We work with teachers in schools. We also work with other youth-serving professionals, giving strategies of how to use writing as a way in. So it might be helping teachers create a more collaborative or empathetic classroom by writing activities, or using poetry as a way to address bullying. So we're really giving them strategies of how effective use of creative writing not only teaches literacy skills, but can also actually change the climate of your classroom and make your classroom a more, active learning place, engaging for the kids.
Fascinating. Well, there's a teen open mic. These are one of the things that you regularly run. That's happening on April 26th at Coventry Peace Park. But you have just so many events. Talk a little bit about some of the events that are happening, sort of late April and May and things
Sure.
like that are going on for Lake Erie Ink.
Sure. So, so we have our open mic in April. Those are always free. Those are open to all youth. We always serve pizza. They're really laid back. It's a great way for kids to hear other kids and kind of try their work out. On May 11th, we have one of our favorite workshops. It's called the Teen Writers Symposium. It's a 3-hour workshop that we hold at Loganberry Books. And we have 4 local writers who come and they share their own sort of expertise and style as writers on a panel, and then they break off into workshops. So we're really excited. We have Annie Zaleski, DM Pulley, and Brendan Witt. And it's just a really cool afternoon for the kids to hear from them and then get to work pretty closely with, active writers.
Yeah, what a unique opportunity for them. Something I'm sure will stick in their mind for a very long time.
Yeah, for sure.
So people listening to this, how can they get involved and or support what you're doing?
There's a few different ways they can do that. You can reach out to us at info@lakeerieink.org and just let us know that you're interested in volunteering. We accept donations, both financial, but also of supplies, writing supplies, and books. And I would say also just show up, if you see that there's like a teen program or presentation or an open mic, spread the word, get some kids there, or just show up yourself, because sometimes it's really powerful for teens to know that they've got people listening to them.
Adults listening, which I think is very important.
Exactly.
Yeah, they want to be heard. Absolutely. It's fascinating. I'm so glad that I came across your organization and able to share what your mission. If anybody would like to find out more information, get involved, volunteer, or donate, please visit LakeErieInk.org. You'll also find all the details for all of their events, and you've got resources on there for kids and parents as well. Just a really, really great website. Thank you so much, Amy, for joining us and telling us about your organization.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was a pleasure. Thanks.
Now we have the second single from Michael McFarland off his House of Ghosts album. The vinyl release of the album, April 13th, was entirely created in Northeast Ohio, tracked at Spontaneously Combustible Studios on the west side, mixed and mastered by Eric Burt Audio in Warren, and manufactured by Gotta Groove in downtown CLE. This is called Fresh Out of Love Songs.
She said, hey boy, could you write me a love song? 'Cause I'm tired and the world has got me down. Something sweet with a happy ending. 'Cause I'm sinking in the river, I need a rope so I won't drown. I'd rather jump in with you and let my body lift you. 'Cause 'cause I don't deal in happy endings. I won't swear that you will never have to fall asleep to sirens. And you won't close your eyes and cry behind your eyelids. But I promise I meant all those words are whispered in your ear. I never run out of love, but I'm fresh out of love songs, dear. Oh, 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 oh. Well, happy endings are just in stories, 'cause real life doesn't work that way. Where you kiss and it fades to credits, but I will work for it every day. And I'll walk beside you, no one will work like I do. There's no ending to this story. I won't swear that you will never have to fall asleep to sirens. You won't close your eyes and cry behind your eyelids. But I promise I meant all those words are whispered in your ear. I never run out of love, but I'm fresh out of love songs. Dear, oh me, oh my. Another chorus passed me by. Sounds of the light and lullabies for you and me. 'Cause you and I will never have to fall asleep to sirens. And you won't close your eyes and cry behind your eyelids. But I promise I meant all those words whispered in your ear. I never run out of love, but I won't swear that you will never have to fall asleep to sirens. And you won't close your eyes and cry behind your eyelids. But I promise I meant all those words whispered in your ear. I never run out of love, but I'm fresh out of love songs, dear. Oh, 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 oh. I'm fresh out of love songs, dear. Oh, 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 oh. I'm fresh out of love songs, dear.
That was Michael McFarland with Fresh Out of Love Songs from House of Ghosts. The album will be available from April 13th at several local record shops, including A Separate Reality in Cleveland, My Mind's Eye in Lakewood, and The Record Den in Mentor. And that's it for this week. Thank you again to Amy Rosenbluth from Lake Erie Ink. Please make sure you check them out and have a look at their many events on their website, lakeerieink.org. And to Shy Moon and Michael McFarland for the tunes. You've been listening to the Cool CLE Show, brought to you by CoolCleveland.com. Have a good one.